Hello, welcome to another episode of Nerdgasm Noire Network. It's me, Dee, and I'm here with Maria, JP, Melissa, Jamie, and Storm. And today we're here to talk about nerd shit. How are you ladies doing?
Is it too soon to say I'm having a good time?
Why would it be too soon?
What did you do?
I was trying to make a reference to the Good Times trailer, and it did not hit.
It didn't land because
it didn't land.
Oh yeah, they made.
So
aren't
sorry.
they? Wait, okay, so that's the Steph Curry thing, right?
yes.
Someone please explain that to me because I'm very confused.
Don't know. Can't help you.
Basically, it's a reimagining of the series. These are the grandchildren of the Evanses.
Mhm.
Oh, they're supposed to be the grandchildren?
This feels weird.
Yes. And it's supposed to be.
Are they still not having good times?
No, apparently not.
Three generations later, like goodness gracious.
So still no good times. And the baby is a crackhead. No, I'm sorry, a drug dealer.
A dealer.
About to say,
Wait,
Drug dealing baby.
I have a question.
Wait,
Is it
the
true?
baby?
Yes.
yes.
So it's Family Guy for black
Okay,
people.
wait. Who are these?
Because
Okay,
Seth
they're the
is
grandkids.
involved.
Who grandkids?
So
Florida
These are the grandchildren of the Evans family. They are the direct
descendants.
Right, but which they had
The
is
the
it
father
JJ
is the
kid?
grandson
Is
of
it-
James F.
right.
So the father played by JB Smooth is the grandson of James. Is that his real name? That's his
Who are
real name.
who are his parents?
No, his
though?
real name was John. You know, I don't know. They don't say.
Oh.
Unless one of his parents, unless his dad is JJ. I just
Is it true?
That
it's
was not
written
made
by black
clear.
people?
So funny thing.
Go ahead.
Maybe one in the possible. I don't know.
Not- Oh God, we gotta pull
Wow.
out Spades rules for it.
Oh,
So the executive producers are Seth Curry.
eh.
Sorry, Steph
Steph
Curry.
Curry.
He looks like a Seth to me. I'm sorry. It's really weird.
Because he's light skinned, is that why?
He does. I mean, is that racist?
He's
Yes.
almost pink,
Is
really.
that racist?
Not
Colorist.
I don't try to see color. I feel like I'm colorblind here. You know. But yeah. So Seth MacFarlane.
Nope.
Mm, no.
What?
Well, where
There's
do you think
more.
the talking baby came from?
Nope.
They say, but wait, there's more.
How? What more could there possibly be?
How can you hate on?
Well, Norman
Seth
Lear's name
MacFarlane.
is on it, but I think that's just
I feel like Norman Lear is like turbo spinning in his grave. I mean, like even Norman had limits, right? Like he probably would have felt away if he had seen the finished product. Like
Yeah.
he's probably gonna haunt Seth for all of his days.
Now, when you say Seth, do you mean
Seth
Steph
MacFarlane.
Curry or
No,
Seth
Seth
MacFarlane?
Seth
Okay.
MacFarlane. He's going
Okay,
to
okay.
haunt Seth for all of his days.
Seth Curry
So-
and Steph MacFarlane.
Like
So
Because,
I'm go ahead.
So, okay, so as someone who still every now and then watch the original Good Times, like this, I'm sorry, but this reimagining is such a reach. Like the whole vibe of it doesn't even remind you of Good Times. I don't know if that's what they did on purpose or not, but the trailer did not make me want to watch it. At
also Renata
No,
Shep-
it's kind of straight up coonery, honestly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's the showrunner is Renata Shepard. Apparently she did Young Love and Diary of a Future President.
Oh, yeah, well, it's good.
Yeah, like this is real light skinned. It's like aggressively light skinned.
So Carl Jones, which
Yeah.
IMDb's gonna have to correct that shit because he
Yeah.
took to Twitter almost immediately.
He was
After
like,
that
no,
trailer
because
dropped.
his
Oh.
name was attached in early reports of this. And he
Mhm.
was like, yeah, no, I was there in the early days. I dropped out because we had it, I didn't like the direction it was going in. So
He's like, don't Just erase my name off of that.
Don't bring that shit over here.
Right. I'm just hoping that all of the voice actors checks cleared, because
also okay, so like here's a quote from Renata Shepard, the showrunner. She says it's about a Black family that comes together, laughs together, and survives this system on the south side of Chicago. I don't know
look at you guys.
If the trailer is any indication, there's nothing Chicago about this motherfucking show. Like there's I don't get an inkling. Like I mean, until like they refer to the Evans family, like I'm not getting any kind of, nothing about the show say Chicago, I should say. Like it's not at all.
Well, not at all. I would never have guessed that it was still based in Chicago.
In a say something nice challenge. I got you. The voice actors lineup is actually really good.
It is, and that's the really criminal thing about it, because like I love Masai Martin. I love
Yvette Nicole Brown.
I love I don't love JB.
Were you gonna say I love JB Smooth? Is that what you were gonna do?
I was gonna stop myself from saying that, because like I had to stop myself. I was like, I tolerate JB Smooth. I tolerate like Wanda Sykes. But yeah, like it seems like they're way too talented for this, and it's insulting.
I just watched the trailer. Nothing about this is good. This is very bad.
It's not funny at all. Like when I said there's not nothing funny about this trailer. And like usually I've got the fucking, humor of a 12-year-old boy, but like there's nothing here. Like
no, not Yvette Nicole Brown.
It's Yvette Nicole
I'm
Brown
telling you, I hope those checks cleared and they was big.
They deserve big checks for even signing on to it. Like it's been
she has been defending this choice. She has been standing up for herself on Twitter. Because everybody has been like, why the fuck did you do this?
I would have said the check was big and it cleared. That's all you have to say. Then I'm like, you know what?
It kind of reminds you of, remember Eddie Murphy's like
the PJs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, because I watched that every week.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing with the PJs. Like this make the PJs seem like
tame by comparison. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and it's clearly supposed to be, and I want to make sure people understand that we understand. We get that it's supposed to be satire or whatnot. Okay. It's not that we don't get it. It's that it's not funny.
At all. Like there's not I was just waiting for the one joke, right? Like the one joke that's really going to be like, oh my God, okay, maybe I should consider it. That didn't happen. Like it was so bad. It was so bad. And, like what made it worse was that like now you have like the showrunner and the writers sort of taking to Twitter to sort of defend the show, and it's like, dude, no, you know what, you could have just been silent. Like, nah, keep this.
I've never seen
the show
more
could have
universally like panned.
The thing that make like before. So there was a point where I was like, no, this is terrible. Up to a certain point, I was like, oh, this is just a cartoon about like weird people. It's not funny, but maybe it's just not for me. And then we got to Drug Dealing Baby. And I was like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, to top out. I'm like, why is there explain to me why there is a drug dealing?
Blame Dave Chappelle and that one fucking
that's a Seth MacFarlane thing.
Yes.
Oh my God, that man will pay for his goddamn crimes. Like Family Guy should have been fucking off the air a decade ago. I don't even know why it's still on. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
I still don't understand how people like Family Guy better than American Dad, because I feel like someone was smacking him over the head with American Dad. Like, no, we're not. This is line. This is line. Don't cross it. Someone should have did that to him with this reimagining of Good Times.
Like no one asked for this, and I feel like Seth McFarlane and Chuck Lorre are like two sides of the same shitty coin, and that like they
Mhm.
get chance
Yes.
after chance to produce like the shittiest shit you've ever shot. Like it is beyond comprehension. Like the shit that they're able to get away with
I
just
don't
because.
I don't like this. Like it
Mhm.
this
I
feels
will-
wrong.
So I'm gonna do the say something nice challenge.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm jumping on the bandwagon, Mel.
Here we go.
Animation was decent.
There we go.
That's
See, they
nice.
should put these blurbs before the trailer.
I am not going to
That's nice.
participate in the Say Something Nice challenge because I told
I ain't got
myself
it.
this year is my New Year's resolution. I wasn't going to lie no more. So
I'm not
That's
lying.
nice.
The animation is pretty
I'm not.
good.
I ain't got
That's
nothing I ain't got
super
nothing
nice of
nice
you.
to say about this.
I will never have anything nice to say. I curse them all. I curse them all. I'm sorry. I curse them.
Honestly, if someone just took the animation and then did voiceover and just changed all the words.
if they just changed the fucking plot of the show itself, like what if we did that? What if
I mean, like
If somebody
again
came in and just did something completely different.
at a certain point, I was like, maybe this show's not for me. It's for somebody else, whatever. But as soon as you hit drug dealing, baby, nah, I don't.
I feel it should get the treatment that like they do the what they do with Hellsing and Dragon Ball, like the revised versions of it. Like if someone just did it with that, it might
The abridged versions.
Yes, abridged version. Yeah, thank you. If they just do that, I'm sure someone else will come up with better.
I'll watch the YouTube video of Good Times without drug dealing, baby. I'm fine with that.
Right. I mean, sure. But like
no, it's I don't it's bad. I don't like it.
It's
like
so
I just
bad.
need like why Seth MacFarlane? Like if
Why not?
Why anything?
Why
anything?
Literally,
like,
Seth MacFarlane is so the idea can get through the door because executives are going to be willing to listen to Seth because he's made them so much money.
That's right. Isn't he the golden boy of Hollywood right now?
Yeah, I get it's a business.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I guess it's. I mean, I get that it's a business move. There's so many other stories to tell. There's so many other, animated, ideas that could, and here we have a Good Times sort of reboot. Okay.
So
sure.
I have questions. So you know how they test it with audience. Who the fuck did they test it with?
Girl, you know it was white people. You know it was white people. Somebody they went up to random
projects.
They went up to random black people and were like, "Hey, do you want to screen test this Good Times cartoon?" And black people were like, "Haha, you got to be fucking kidding me," and kept walking.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to hard disagree. I guarantee if they went up to a black person and said, "Do you want to watch this Good Times cartoon?" They were like, "Hell yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Watch that. Now how they left after they watched it, that's a different story.
You know what? Fair.
I think they would. I think without any all this context, I would have been excited about that too. Well,
I see. No, because for me, the idea of a Good Times cartoon doesn't make sense because Good Times was such a sad show. Like it was a comedy, but it was so sad. I
don't remember there being good times. I came and watched them.
There was all bad times.
It was just awful. Like blow after blow.
It was good times sprinkled every now and then.
I remember like the good times are few and far between, motherfucker. Because I ain't see shit that was good. I'm like every episode was just like stressful, man. Like I couldn't. And I grew up like in the project. Like no, like shit wasn't that bad. I promise you, it wasn't that bad. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. And then to hear what happens behind the scenes as the show goes on with all the behind the scenes drama with Jimmy Walker and John Amos. Like
there was bad
what happened behind the scenes.
Huh?
What happened?
I mean, so basically between the co-creator Eric Monti being eventually forced out of the process, you also had like Jimmy Walker's character took off in the early seasons. And what started out as, you know, like an ensemble cast suddenly turns into the JJ show.
Yeah.
And you know, like John Amos and Esther Roll were very, very vocal about this not veering into caricature or like minstrel territory, right? But they're seeing, you know, more stuff being written in script to have, you know, Jimmy Walker's character sort of like act out and, you know, like just do his little thing or whatever. And ultimately John Amos's complaints lead to his character getting killed off. So, like, I mean, Norman Lear was definitely a pioneer in certain respects, but the fact that writer's room was still white, the fact that they did Eric Monti so fucking dirty, and that like what I guess was supposed to be sort of like this sort of conscious show turns into like some bullshit. So
yeah, it seems like it's all just bad times. All these times
no,
are
it's all
bad.
bad times. Like, I mean, like some of the most, like, I mean, some of these episodes, like when the ones, you know, when Jan Jackson joins the cast,
Oh God.
how she
That
becomes
was
one of those, you
heartbreaking.
know, like you know, like foster kid or adopted daughter, because like Chip Fields is like fucking burning her the fucking iron. I'm like, you know what? No, bad times. And then, you know, like, oh my God, they get so close to leaving the ghetto, right? When what's her face? Bernadette Standis's character, like, marries a football player. And they're gonna get out the ghetto. And then Jimmy, like JJ, like trips like the football player, which takes him out like a whole season or two. Like, it's bizarre. Like, it's just, it's awful. Like, it's fucking awful.
Why?
They're like, bad times, bad times.
My favorite
Um,
is the part where they somebody falls down the elevator shaft.
oh shit,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Again, all of these are bad times, and the
Like,
cartoon
bad
doesn't need to
times,
happen.
deadly times. You know, like the time, you know, like JJ borrowed money from Sweet Daddy and like,
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I'm
feel
sorry.
like
You just reminded me that man's name was Sweet Daddy. I hate it.
I just feel like, you know, the whole thing about good times is that, you know, like they, even though they're having horrible times, they're trying to keep hope and have someday good times.
Sweet Daddy.
Oh God.
Like,
Corn pop.
like, you know, that motherfucking writer's room was white as fuck. Sweet Daddy. Of all the, you know what? Y'all got it.
And you thought, yeah, I can trust a man with that name.
Yeah, sure. But no,
Was it it was somebody who was working in the building and he was Buffalo Butt?
Booger. That was Booger.
Booger. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I did, so time out. Booger makes more sense because we grew up with a kid that we call Booger in my grandma's neighborhood. But like,
Man, did y'all call him Booger after the character from Good Times?
no, we called him Booger.
Hold on. His name was
We called him Booger specifically because he had gone to go blow his nose and he didn't get everything, and there was big ass booger in his nose.
Poor
How
kid.
unfortunate for him.
okay. There was Sweet Daddy. Hold on, I'm looking on the Wikipedia.
Mhm.
There was Sugar.
Sugar is
Also
very
known
common.
as Luton Lenny.
Luton Lenny. No, you know what? I was gonna say something about Luton Lenny, but there was a Bicycle Willie also in my grandmother's neighborhood, so not that far fetched.
Okay, on here it's they call him Buffalo Butt. Or maybe that's what
Right, that's Bookman.
JJ
Okay,
called him.
it was like Bookman, and then it was, I think, was it Bookman? Hold on.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
last name was
Bookman
Booger.
was his name.
Yeah, Bookman
They
was
used to call him Booger. Why? Because why they call him Booger? I don't know.
I thought so too, actually.
maybe
And
that was
still
what
could be. We
JJ
can't
was
all
calling.
be remembering that unless it's a whole thing that they do, like the Streisand or whatever
It's a Berenstain Bear situation.
Yeah, because in the
They
Wikipedia,
just
it's
renamed those
like
bears.
Nathan Buffalo Butt Bookman.
Did they rename the
Damn.
bears?
Yes.
Or has that been the name the whole time?
It has.
Wait, so is
No,
it
we don't know.
Berenstain?
I remember
No.
when I was a kid, I remember it Bernstein, but it could be Berenstain.
I always thought Berenstain, the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Wait, which thing are we arguing? The way the last part, the stain, is spelled?
No, the first.
Or whether
I
it's
think.
bear and baron? Which one are we arguing?
Hold
'Cause
on.
I'm arguing the first part, not the latter.
I'm saying that it's Berenstain. What are you saying?
I'm saying that those are Jewish bears before they changed the name.
Did
That's what
they
I'm
make
saying.
them not you? Now see.
Yeah, they
damn,
changed the last part of the name.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I did also think the bears were Jewish.
I mean, I didn't think they were Jewish, but I'm saying how it was spelled. They changed it from a E.
I
think it was
remember
EI to
Berenstain.
AI.
See, the world's not right today.
Mm.
I ain't gonna
It's
say
called the
nothing
Mandela
else.
effect.
Berenstain. They know damn well that they were the Steens. Nah.
Yeah, I remember it
Exactly.
being Steen, but whatever. I remember talking about the Chinese Siamese cat. Anyway, we were talking about good times.
We may have it.
Okay, so here's the thing. He was called Booger, but he was also referred to by JJ as Buffalo Butt.
Oh yeah.
See, I remember Buffalo Butt.
I remember Booger. Yeah.
I don't like either of these. Both of those are bad.
I mean, that's fair.
I didn't forgot. What did I want to talk about this episode?
I
This-
don't. Either way it goes, I'm not watching this animated
No.
show.
I'm
I
giving it a chance.
I think everybody is pretty much in agreement that
No, you
It's
know
not-
Melissa's gonna give it.
I'm
Melissa,
watching
we
at
were
least 2 episodes.
Melissa, we were not shocked that you were gonna give it a
Right.
chance.
Exactly. I watched the whole season of Insatiable. Now that may sound like nothing to you, but look that shit up and understand my
on.
dedication to fuck shit.
what was in
It
wait,
starts.
wait, hold on. What was Insatiable again? I can't remember it.
All right, I want to apologize up front. Insatiable was a beauty passion satire show on Netflix, and it starts with, I want to say her name is Debbie Ryan's character. Starts in a fat suit because she's fat.
Oh yeah, I think I remember
Um,
this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if
God.
I can sit through that,
Yeah. I can
I'ma
barely
do
sit
this.
through.
I'm sorry. The name of the second episode is Skinny is Magic. I'm done.
Oh.
I
I
just want
said
you
it was
to-
a horrible show. Like, it stars Alyssa Milano. Shit.
I just
Oh,
want
wow.
you to like love yourself more. You know what I mean? Like you
I
don't
don't
have
know
to
if
do
that's gonna happen.
I need you to love yourself. I need you
Not
to
before the Good Times animated series.
Oh, God,
I have
no.
to support Yvette Nicole Brown. Okay.
I don't why she's
Why
Like,
you
so,
doing this?
The check was
I mean,
big.
like,
the check was big. You're right. The check was
send
big.
her a good luck tweet, nigga. Like I mean,
Nah, she gotta know that I'm here
gotta-
for her.
Like
I mean-
let her get her coins and then go and do
You know
something.
she doesn't know you personally. You could just
Right.
lie.
like
She
you
has
can lie and
liked
say you
One
watched
of
it.
our tweets as a network when we highlighted the fact that she got skipped over by the NAACP.
I met her once. She's very nice.
Oh,
She seems very nice.
yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
And she's getting married.
Oh, good for her.
That's right. That's right.
No, well, that she had to pay for the wedding. Now I understand.
You
I
know what
get
to
it.
say? Weddings are expensive.
You know what? I get it. I understand.
This looked like Chicago to me.
It doesn't. It's not.
That's just
not
Melissa
shocking.
trolling at this point.
This is the heifer from Detroit.
First of all, rude. Like,
To be fair, Melissa also watches stuff on Tubi, which is in Detroit and also bad. So
okay.
Man.
So
It
does
is very
Jamie. I'm not
Detroit-based,
I'm not
I
taking
think.
that one
Whoa,
on my
whoa! Why
own.
am I being now? Why am I?
Because
in
I
it?
refuse to take the Tubi bullet by myself.
better leave me out.
Absolutely not.
Wow. So you go drag Jamie in front of firing squad with you.
I'm a RN. I'm a real nigga. I gotta do it.
Indeed, you are. Oh, heifer.
Am I gonna have to name this episode "Real Nigga Registered Nurses"?
Can we have that in the title? Will the internet allow us?
Yeah, the internet will
well,
allow it.
Oh
if
my
not,
God.
it's RNs who are RNs.
Oh my God. Why? Why?
JP looks like maybe we don't do that, maybe not.
Can we not?
Real nigga are in.
The last thing I need is a white person to be like, "Oh, I listened to your latest podcast episode," and then say the whole name, and then I have to fight them. So
Real nigga are in.
Well, so good times for the people that are interested.
Y'all want me to fight?
Nobody. It's gonna come out next Friday, so I don't know if y'all want to like stay up.
Actually, no. I don't think anybody wants to stay up to watch this. I think you're on your own there.
Yeah,
I know. I opened up Netflix for the first time in like months just to finish watching Bad and Crazy.
Oh, I gotta start that.
It's good. Also, We Had June is so fucking fine. Oh my God.
Oh, so fine.
Oh my God, that man is gorgeous. Anyway.
Actually, the two leads are pretty.
Yep. No, here's the thing. The other lead guy is handsome a lot of the time, but there are some times where he looks like Michael Jackson and it just upsets me. Like some angles they get him on, I'm like, that's Michael Jackson. What are they doing? Y'all can't do this.
Imagine you sitting there watching like, what?
I'm telling you, JP, go watch it. Go watch it. And I want that you'll see it because you'll see it. And then you're going to send me a message like, you know what? You were right.
You have ruined this man for her.
He's no, here's the thing. He's a very handsome man. It's just that some of the angles are bad and they make him look like Michael Jackson.
I'm looking at this on mute and I can see exactly who you're talking about. It really is that young man's fault for having the Michael Jackson hairband and having the nerve to have that and a white shirt. Who else were we supposed to think you were to be, if not Michael Jackson? That's back when Michael Jackson had his I almost called it the Black single mother hairstyle, but that doesn't even make because it falls. Lovely. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head.
Sometimes I wonder if we just record Mel and just let her go off where it would go.
Okay. Look like he worked too hard, loves his kids, and never stops.
Never change, Mel. Never change.
Change a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
I was thinking of that though.
Just a little bit.
So rude. Good day.
I was trying. It was a emotional moment, and y'all just like, nah.
I'm just saying, just a little bit, a tiny bit is all.
Why is
Just
it
hands and the soul of a fighter?
Right.
I'm a survivor.
She's a survivor.
Anyway, we have to talk about something else.
Do we?
I already tried to change the subject by going to Netflix, and Melissa still took it off the rails.
Oh.
X-Men 97 came out.
I know, I haven't watched it yet.
What are your thoughts though? Because I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Well, you know what? This is how I know that it's the X-Men 97 because Jean Grey fainted at least once an episode.
Damn.
She ain't never gonna stop doing that shit.
I'm like, girl, why are you fainting again? I thought we got that all out your system. But nope.
I mean, she has a pretty big power though. Like, I could not be Jean Grey to just be that powerful, but then also
Storm
be like,
controls all of the weather.
Storm's a bad bitch though.
Storm
like,
is a bad bitch.
They have a really great scene with Storm in the first episode where they're doing a fight or whatever, and Cyclops is like, give him the forecast, and Storm comes out and they're in the desert, so she makes the lightning come down and turn all the sand to glass.
And
Wait
make
a
it a
minute.
glass storm and pretty
Wait.
much rip apart.
Pause though. This was all done on the command of Scott.
Melissa hates Scott Summers.
Okay, so first of all, Scott is still the leader, and he always got to do the straight man like one-liners. So like, you know, he was like, okay, we haven't got rid of all these giant robots, so I got to bring in the big gun. So that's why he was like telling the forecast, you know, get my life.
Professor X
No, she gets that part. She hates Scott Summers.
On GP
you
site.
might like this Scott Summers.
No, I don't think she will.
This
I
is
could
the
be
Scott
any
Summers
world
from
without
your.
Scott Summers.
This is just a continuation of the Scott Summers that made her hate Scott Summers.
Now, I wonder why. Is
This
there
Scott
still
Summers
a
has a little
love
more
triangle?
pizzazz.
Like, are Scott and Wolverine still duking it out over Jean for some reason?
Well, it's the first 3 episodes, so there's some tension.
I mean,
So-
ain't she pregnant? Does she not know who the daddy is?
You know who
The
the
daddy
daddy
coming
is.
from?
I
She's
hope
pregnant. She knows who the daddy is. But also Morph seems to have a crush on Wolverine.
Yeah, like he got a crush.
Aww.
All right. Well, you sold me.
I'm
He
here
wants
now.
that.
Starting to
honey
make
badger.
the covert overt. Then
Like, and Morph is
how the fuck you?
honestly Morph. I disliked him in the previous X-Men, but in this one, he's a goddamn troll. He is like just trolling people by turning to like, oh, you miss Jean Grey. Let me turn into her and talk and just tell you about yourself.
You miss Professor X, and I know he just died, but let me turn into him before your eyes. Like,
Right.
Professor X dies in the first 3 episodes.
No, he
No,
died. He
he
died at the end
died
of the original cartoon.
yeah.
Right.
I
We
think
talked
that
about
I
that
missed the
last
last
episode. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You were there.
Were you high?
Yeah, she was.
Oh,
You were
man.
present.
It must have been incredibly so, because I do not recall covering the death of Professor X.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Because you said he was dramatic. He's always been dramatic.
Yeah,
Those are your
always dramatic.
words.
Because
I
we
mean,
talked
I
about
did
him
soundboards.
having
I
his
pulled up
will.
clips from previous episodes.
Mhm.
I mean, Professor
You know,
X was a
I had
dramatic
to
ass
do
person.
the minutes for the episode, so I remember.
Hey,
And I was there.
note to future me, go clip that and then just put it somewhere in this episode.
The most unhinged part of the trailer. I'm about to be like,
I gotta watch this trailer.
is Gambit riding Wolverine and using his power with Wolverine's claws. Yeah, like
I would have loved
like
it if
that-
you had ended
that's
with
not gonna end
Gambit
well.
riding Wolverine, because that's a story I'd read.
Girl, not that way, girl. That way.
I'm saying we are updating the stuff. Okay, if we are being real. Disney has made the material on it now.
My favorite part of the trailer is that Professor X's will is hardbound and covered. Why? In a book? I was like, what are you doing? Why are we so dramatic? You have volume of a will?
To be fair, Professor X was dramatic as hell.
Yeah,
You gotta be dramatic as hell to kidnap some people's kids and have them fighting crime.
It's true.
And of
Then
course,
he like
Kidnap the children.
he lied to their parents about what they were going to school.
Right.
Them kids was kidnapped.
And of course, Professor X left it to Magneto. He gotta leave it to his boo. He gotta leave it to his bae.
Leave it to Bae.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then like Magneto is just like Silver Fox, and
Mhm.
he is Silver Foxing it up. Like, my boo just died, so I gotta be a bad bitch.
He's a single father out
he's
here trying to take care of the kids.
He's out here rubbing up on oh gosh, what's her name? Rogue.
What?
Yeah, it happened in the comic books because, like, literally, he is the only dude that she could touch without sapping him to death.
Because he's so strong.
It's
And
gonna be a
Gambit is very
whole
sad.
research project. I gotta prepare myself
Because of his
for it.
magnetic force field or something.
Yeah,
Gambit
he
is very
pretty
sad.
much has a force field. Like, someone called it a body condom.
A full body
Right.
condom.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Doesn't Gambit learn how to do that at some point with his power?
I feel
I
like
don't know.
Gambit's just
I don't
cool
remember.
being a little weak afterwards. He's like, it's okay, I'm gonna take a nap.
No, he's not happy about this.
You know, I would have been happy about the Rogue and Magneto thing if it didn't make Gambit so sad. He was
Aw.
in
Also, has there ever been a Magneto and Storm?
no.
That would
I
be
just
a
feel like
dark
they would
one.
take over the Earth.
I think
I mean,
I'm surprised.
I
they
feel
haven't
like
done
both
that.
of their powers together could literally destroy the planet.
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, there has been a time with Storm and Wolverine.
Well, yeah, because in the
Yeah.
Storm comic that came out like somewhere in the 2010s, like when Wolverine, remember that period when Wolverine died?
Mhm.
Her comic begins with I think Scott took her to space because she was mourning and her emotions were so bad that it was fucking up the weather on the world. She had to fucking leave the planet to mourn.
He's like, we got to take this up in space.
We got to go to space, ma'am. People need to be able to harvest these crops. You can't do this.
You don't have to go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.
Gotta
'cause
get
we
the
can't.
hell out of here.
There's no crying
But-
in X-Men.
I feel like Wolverine is just like a serial monogamer. He is with everybody at one point.
Well, he's been alive for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
True.
At some point.
Is Jean Grey the only white woman he ever liked?
Probably.
Because I'm thinking of the other ones, and they was Japanese. I think she was Japanese, and then it was Storm, and then
Dudes.
yeah.
Also, let's not dwell too much, Maria, on the age gap between Magneto and Rogue. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get real weird real fast.
Because what is happening?
Is Mystique
because
a white woman?
Mystique has not shown up yet.
Technically,
because he's with Mystique.
Mystique is whoever she want to be.
I mean,
like Rogue alludes to
he's with Rogue at
previous
some
kind
point?
of a relationship with Magneto.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wolverine.
wow, what is the age difference? What is happening?
Right.
So okay, there is an age difference, but I think it was that I think there
grown
was
ass woman. It's fine.
that they went to some was it an alternate world or whatever, they was in the jungle and Magneto saved her and they got close and
A little
started
too close.
a little too close, and she was like, wait, I could touch you? Yes, baby, you can touch me.
And honestly, if your power is anytime I touch someone, they die,
Yeah.
you're probably going to go for the first person you can actually touch.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Which is, I feel like that is not fair to Remy, because he was like, look, I'm willing to risk my life. And she's like, no.
Kissed her on several occasions, even though each and every time he passed out and she was like fucking turning forks in the energy shit.
And then he
But
came back for
kept
more.
trying. That's a dedicated man. He is dedicated. He's like, eventually I won't stop fainting.
I think he thought he was going to build up an immunity to it. He didn't realize that Rogue's power was like long COVID. It just gets worse each time.
But he tried. I mean, that man, that's loyalty. He tried.
I love that it seems like they got most of the original cast back.
They did. They got
Yeah.
all the original cast back.
Oh,
And
yay.
Storm's voice actor, she's so good.
Yay.
So would it be a good idea to re-up my memory of the original run and then is the original run still on Disney Plus?
The original run is still on Disney Plus.
Mhm.
It is 5 seasons and they have a lot of episodes. They are only 20 minutes, but still a lot of content.
Because it was the 90s, so they put out an episode every week for most
that
of
was my
these.
jam. I was so happy.
So
And Jubilee may have a potential boo thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Is Jubilee,
the
does
most-
Jubilee actually look Asian in this one this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
And they got somebody Asian to actually voice her. That's
I'm
one
proud.
of the changes.
I'm
Rich
proud. I'm glad
Brazilian
about this.
Single.
I mean, her power is still
Fireworks.
I mean,
Yes.
she can't choose her powers. That's what they gave her. I
Right.
mean,
It just
she's
feels
blowing up
rude.
electronics, so let her cook.
They're
She'll
figured out-
figure it
They're just very highly colored explosions.
She
Yeah.
figured out how to make it work, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I remember when she fucked up the VC in the first episode in the first run when she fucked up the VCR and her foster parents were like, "That's it, bitch. Out. That's enough."
I'm just like, so you turn your daughter in because she fucked up the VCR. Okay.
Yeah, that'll learn her. That'll teach her.
Right.
And then cuckoo surprise when like they walk up to her room and half the wall is gone because a freaking giant robot that came to collect her destroyed their house.
Maybe I'll watch the last season of the first run to catch up.
Yeah. And there are summaries on YouTube and stuff like that. So
yeah, probably like yeah, you probably could just watch the last season unless you really, really want to watch.
Well, so here's what I'll say. The last thing I remember of the original run was the Dark Phoenix. And I felt like it left it on a cliffhanger because I was like, what the fuck happens? And that was my childhood because I never it or died. Well, I guess not died.
That was it. She fainted.
She fainted and then she was Jean again. What up? I mean, oh, how does someone with so much power can't stay the fuck awake?
And there's always, I've been rewatching the original series, and particularly when it comes to Jean, there's always a man who wants to control her, like all the time.
This is true. This is very true.
Well, it's either okay, someone wants to control her, or someone wants Scott's DNA. So
why Scott's?
Why Scott's?
I don't.
Something about his DNA mixing with somebody else's DNA, triggering a powerful omega mutant, something, blah, blah, blah.
How did you even find that out?
I remember watching the show.
No, she means how in the show did they find out that Scott's DNA
there was a guy. Who was that guy with
Mr. Sinister?
Thank you. He was doing DNA testing on the mutants. Yep.
And he was like, oh,
damn, he ancestry.com them and
everybody pretty much, yeah.
Yes. He pretty much, he was like, this is what I've been looking for. So he saw Scott first, even though Scott has brothers, but I guess their DNA is not as good. So they don't got that oomph.
It's the same DNA.
It wasn't as good because he kept chasing Scott.
Their DNA
this wasn't
as good. You know how somebody makes you like a bad cocktail? That's what the brothers were.
Mm-hmm.
Same ingredients, just the wrong ratios.
Right.
Also, I love they have
a
particular villain in the series who's wearing a Friends of Humans belt buckle that just says FLH on it. And all I can think of is fuck out of here.
Oh my God. So, okay, it's one fight. And this always makes me laugh within those first 3 episodes when like the human racist group comes in and he shoots his gun and realizes that shit didn't work. And then he's like sitting there with the gun trying to run. I'm like, dude, it's too late. I don't think you can run fast enough. Like, I wouldn't want to piss Magneto off and then try to fucking run with a fucking gun. Like, did you hold it in metal, sir?
Even if you weren't, there's iron in your blood. So
yeah, like he gonna snatch your ass back. Yeah, I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. And I do like that it is nostalgic, but also I do love the idea that instead of a reboot that there's just continuing the story. I'm so sick of reboots.
Was Gambit's crop top as controversial as everybody made it out to be?
The only problem I have with Gambit's crop top is that he was making beignets while wearing it.
Why not?
Why? Wait, why is that a problem?
Because the oil could pop on you.
You know what? You're right.
He a professional.
He's Southern.
I'm just
he know
saying,
better.
That was my only worry.
He's Southern. He know better.
Anyway, he was just trying to do that because, trying to get Rogue a little taste. Like, look at this. Got beignets and I got my stomach out.
You're not eating Gambit's beignets, Storm?
And also people are having a fit by other people saying that Magneto and Professor X had a romantic relationship.
I mean, I don't know how else you wanted to frame it. Like y'all don't have this relationship over decades and not be a little bit in love with each other. Just a little bit.
Yeah, so like if you watch it, the conversation between Rogue and Magneto, because Rogue pretty much said, "Oh, if you wasn't wearing this helmet, you would not have been able to do the shit that you did because then you would have felt the love that Professor X had for you."
Oh, he felt it all right.
Right. Because I'm like, okay, first of all, didn't Professor X have some kids? So you gave all your shit to Magneto, but you ain't give shit to your kids.
Who would
So please tell
No,
me.
wait. Professor X has always stood on fuck them kids. He has always stood on fuck them kids.
He is putting child soldiers out in the line.
Okay.
So.
I'm just like, you ain't
especially his own kids.
But still, he might be putting them in the front lines, but like at least give him a little bit of change. But you gave everything to Magneto. If that's not your ex-wife, I don't know who it is.
And his bounded hard copy of his will and testament.
Yes. He came in with I'm like, okay, y'all can't tell me that was that. I don't know.
There's a provision in there for Myra. Otherwise, she's screwed.
I don't know if he put anything for her.
I'm saying because it's a bound book. I'm hoping there's at least a page and there's something.
Look, that book was big, and Magneto had it. So I'm just like, is there anything for anybody else?
Again, clearly you knew exactly who you were giving stuff to if your will is bound. Like it's in a hardcover book. You weren't changing
gold leaf lettering. Like
you weren't changing that. You knew exactly who you were giving your stuff to.
I mean, he was fighting a war with child soldiers. He doesn't have time to rewrite a book and rebound it before he died.
I'm just still laughing. Like I need you to see the outfit that Magneto comes in with this bound will, like the first wife.
I'm going to turn to page 73 so you guys can hear what you receive.
I am going to watch the shit out of this now.
Please, yeah. I need you to see.
Episodes come out on Wednesdays, so.
Yeah, I need you to see the outfit that Magneto has on. If this is not
the outfit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he has a really nice blowout.
Yes.
Like further proof he's living his single husband life. Raising these kids.
I'm just saying he had to look good before he came to the funeral to make sure everybody knew in this will that everything belongs to him now.
A single dad who works too hard and loves his kids and never stops.
Page 473, there's an asterisk mark. By the way, to Myra McTaggart, I leave my wheelchair. I don't know, something.
What?
What is she doing?
A weird, like,
what does she need it for?
I mean, in case his kid that she had develops the same thing he has.
You know what?
He was shot.
He was shot, but that wasn't the reason he was paralyzed. Because whenever he lost his mutant powers, he could walk again.
Oh, true.
So it was his mutant power, his telepathy, whatever, was so powerful.
Telepathy, yeah.
It took away his ability to walk.
And it's like, you know what? Something has to stop production. So
this don't sound right.
Yeah, in the Savage Lands, he was walking around banging it.
Right, when he didn't have his right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He conveniently wasn't shot then.
Bull disappeared, huh?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that because I love the X-Men cartoon as a kid. So I'm excited.
I know they was trying to keep with the same style of the cartoon in terms of, how it's drawn and looked, but I mean, y'all could have updated just a little bit, just a little skosh more.
They made the colors better.
That's true.
They made it more vivid.
Yeah, the animation is definitely upgraded for sure. So I should definitely check it out.
Alrighty. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about before we wrapped things up?
Before we wrap this shit up.
I did start a new Korean drama
Which one?
called Heartbeat.
Where's
It's
it
Oh,
at?
is that the vampire one?
Yes, it's the vampire one.
Oh,
So,
oh,
yeah.
hold on. Where's it
He
at?
wants to have a heart beating romance because he's like, my heart can't beat, so I want to become a human.
Aww.
That
That's way too
is
silly.
so romantic.
I
And also
watched that.
so dramatic.
Well, I mean, that's a K-drama.
Right. I mean, yeah, when you read the synopsis, but how it start off, I'm just like, is this more a comedy? Like,
It's very goofy.
yeah.
Okay, I might have to watch that. I was gonna watch what was I gonna watch? What was the one that I was gonna watch? Because I was gonna watch it after I got finished watching Bad and Crazy, but then I got caught up in this Love and Leashes, that one. Because I heard that one was good.
Love it. Oh, the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is good. I will look if you want to do a rewatch. Well, be a rewatch, but it's really good. It's really good. So, especially like how it's discovered that certain things were that people like certain things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you watch it, let me know, and then I'll rewatch it.
I'm good. You know, when I watch it, I'm gonna be sending you messages like, girl, what the hell?
Yeah.
Every time I watch something that I know somebody else has watched, I'm immediately, whenever drama happens, I'm immediately sending a message like, what is this? Why is this happening?
But here's the thing, I kept forgetting that it was a movie, and I was just like, it's over. I want more. Especially when stuff start moving fast. I'm like, oh, they got here quickly. And then I was like, oh, wait, it's a movie. So, yeah. It is
Alrighty.
good.
Well, if that is everything, I think we can go ahead and wrap this up. I want to say thank you to everybody for listening. We very much appreciate it. If you want to find us on social media, you can find out wherever we're at on our card at nerdgasmnoir.carrd.co. If you would like to support us financially, you should check out our Patreon, patreon.com/nerdgasmnoir. JP, where can people find you?
Okay. They can find me on my card, jpfairfield.carrd.co, and on Sundays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Pacific? Eastern.
6 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, thank you. I do streaming with the Reclaimers, so tabletop games. So check that out on Nerdgasm Noire Twitch channel.
And Maria, where can people find you at?
You can find me pretty much anywhere at Valarmore Dollars. That's VALARMOR Dollars. I'm also on another podcast with my former college roommate about movies we both have missed called Movies Review the Movies. So you can catch me there too.
And Melissa, where can people find you at?
In the streets.
I mean, aside from there.
Oh, I also have a bookstagram. It's called Mel's Crowded Show. You can find me there. And Black Girl Geeky, everywhere.
And Jamie, where can people find you at?
In the streets with Melissa, running these hoes.
Of course.
But also, my day job as journalist, where you can find my articles at blockclubshy.org. Got it right this time. Yay me. I'm at the Way of the Id on Twitter, because that's what it's called. Insta and Blue Sky. But that's where you can find me. Yay.
And Storm, where can people find you?
They can find me at Trad Gamer Wife on twitch.tv.
Yes.
It's happening.
I forgot about Trad Gamer Wife.
So happy.
Oh,
So happy.
I love it. And of course, you can find me anywhere on social media if you just check out my card, nanicoolj.carrd.co. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Hey, JP Fairfield here. Let me ask you a question. Did you know that we currently have a Patreon? Did you also know that there are some episodes on Patreon that you are not going to get here, whatever here is right now? Anyway, if you didn't before, now you do. So you should go over to patreon.com/Nerdgasm Noire and sign up. We have memberships that go from $3 to $15 monthly, and signing up means that you get to help us out, like Jacqueline, Amma, L, Salinger Kincaid, and Jules. Check us out over at patreon.com/Nerdgasm Noire. Thanks. Peace. Ooh, I like that piece. I had bass.